The Kombolcha Maintenance Center is not helping Ethiopia economically, but like Ethiopian Airlines Maintenance Center could have played a great role in boosting the country's economy.
Addis Ababa ቀላል ባቡር project.
The Addis Ababa railway project is repairing items by sending broken machines to other countries. This is because the project does not have a complete workshop, but if there is a power here, we can fix it. It can avoid foreign exchange and it can be also a source of income.
ተጨማሪ ገቢ ራሱ መፍጠር ይቻላል።
እንዳያችሁት ወርክሾፕ ውስጥ በርካታ ማሽኖች ናቸው ያሉት።
As you can see, there are many machines in the workshop. There are more than 70 machines and these machines will be operated by us. The experts are learning here how to work in the workshop. If they do not repair trains, they will repair industrial machines.
ፕሮዲዩስ ለማድረግ ለመጠገንም የሚችል አቅም ያለው ትልቅ ወርክሾፕ ነው።
The Railway Maintenance Center promises to Wollo University. The university is planning to hire professionals to work at the maintenance center.
የባቡር ፕሮጀክት ሲኖር ትራንስፖርቱን ብቻ አይደለም የምታየው።
If there is a train, there is more than just travel. The maintenance center is close to our university. It allows us to provide practical training to professionals.
ይሄን ወርክሾፕ ለኛ ተቋም በብዙ መልክ ይጠቅማል። የመጀመሪያ እንግዲህ ተግባራዊ ልምምድ የምናደርግበት ቦታ ይሆናል።
ኮምቦልቻ ላይ የባቡር ጥገና ማዕከል መኖሩን ግምት ውስጥ በማስገባት
Considering the existence of a railway maintenance center in Kombolcha, Wollo University plans to open Technology Institute of Railway Department in Kombolcha.
Railway Department ለመክፈት እንደቅድ ይዟል።
Machines imported with high foreign exchange did not start working. They are getting old.
እንደምታያቸው ውድ ማሽኖች ናቸው።
They are expensive machines. They have a lot to offer to the country. We could learn and do a lot. I am so sad to see them standing idle.
ኃይል ባለመቅረቡ ምክንያት እንደዚህ ቆሞ ሳይ በጣም ተሰምቶኛል።
Biggest problem for this facility is the power supply. We are waiting for this power supply for 2 years, but Ethiopian government is always working on this. There are people are coming to check if the project is ongoing and it's finished, and to supply the power. And as I said, it's finished. It's ready to test. We can start when the power supply come.
The Awash Kombolcha Waldia Hara Gabaya railway project is designed to be powered by electricity. Power stations have also been built to provide adequate power supply.
በምዕራፍ 1 6 substations አሉት።
There are 6 power substations in phase 1. We are in the 6th substation in Kombolcha. As you can see, they are ready to serve.
የሚያስፈልገውን ኃይል ለማቅረብ ዝግጁ ናቸው።
First of all, we made the foundation. After that, the grounding. It is very important for the TPS. And then we are making the all foundation, and we are putting all the devices like these transformers, and we are putting all the steel portals and brackets, and it is all the wiring also. So the TPS is ready to energy. We can't see the damage part in here because it is, the animals eating or damaged some cables, some parts of materials. So because the reason is we don't have energy. If we have energy, the old system getting energy, and after that it is production itself. But now we can't protect our system. It is very hard. Almost 2 years ago, we finished this TPS. Actually, we need the energy to operation the train, all the train. After we get the energy and we complete our test, we can make the train operation.
The construction of Phase 1, which is 270 kilometers long, has been completed. The construction of Phase 2, which is 120 kilometers, is also underway.
We are now building a second phase and we have reached 83%. According to our plan, we are working to complete the project in the next year.
Adnan Addis, a graduate of engineering, lives in Kombolcha. He is also looking job vacancies. The construction of the railway has been promising.
In 2005 Ethiopian calendar, I took entrance exam and I selected the Department of Engineering. I have also many hopes to work at the railway station.
Adnan wanted to work at the railway station, but his dream did not come true.
After graduation, we wanted to work in the railway station, but when we graduated, we did not get what we expected. Now we are looking. Unemployed users are the country's wealth. That means we have not used this resource for 2 years.
In order to increase the country's foreign trade and exchange trade, as well as to increase the contribution of manufacturing companies, it is necessary to improve efficient transportation services. However, the Awash Waldia Hara Gabea Railway could not help the country.
ከጅቡቲ ተነስቶ ወልዲያ መሄድ ያለበት ቀጥታ አዲስ አበባ ደርሶ ወልዲያ ከሄደ ኮስቱ በጣም ትልቅ ነው።
Going directly from Waldia to Djibouti will reduce the cost of traveling.
ይሄ ባቡር ባለመጀመሩ በጣም ብዙ ችግሮች ያጋጠሙ እንደሆነ ያሳያል።
The railway station is useless. There are many exporters here. The industrial park is also next to the railway station. But to export products, it is necessary to move products from here by Addis Ababa and to Mojo railways.
ይሄ ባቡር ቢጀምር ኖሮ ከዚሁ ከስራቸው almost 10 ሜትር 15 ሜትር ነው። ከዛ ቀጥታ ጅቡቲ ወደ የሚፈልጉበት አካባቢ መውሰድ
have left their homes for the railway project. They helped with their energy. However, after the construction, the railway did not put into operation.
I have lost my land. As you can see, the railway have been built, but there is no service. We were not even paid our compensation fee properly.
ባቡር መንገዱን ምድር ባቡር በጣም ተደስተን አጨብጭበን ተቀበለናል።
We applauded when the construction of the railway began, because as a farmer, if we want to sell our products, we can send our products directly to Awash, but still there is no service. We have been claiming our compensation fee since 2008 Ethiopian calendar, but we have not received a proper response.
ልማቱም ይቀጥላል ግን የኛም ጥቅም ይከበር ነው።
ተሰቡ ያው ይህ ፕሮጀክት ከመጀመሪያ ስንጀምር ጀምሮ መሬቱን አሳልፎ ሲሰጥ በበቂ ካሳ አልነበረም።
When the local community abandoned the land, there was not enough compensation fee. The community hoped the project would be completed so that their children would benefit from the railway project. After all, they regretted. They are still asking why you have taken our land and wasted our country's money.
ህብረተሰቡ በየቀኑ እየመጣ ነው ጥያቄ ያለው መሬታችን ወስዳችኋል የሀገራችንን ገንዘብ መሬት ላይ አፍሳችኋል ለምንድን ነው ስራ ማይጀምረው የሚል ተከታታይ ጥያቄ አለብን ይሄንን ለመመለስ ከባድ ነው አሁን ሰዓት
The living cost has become high and the country's income has become low due to the slow pace of transportation system.
ባቡሩ ባለመጀመሩ ቢያንስ በአመት ከ6 ከ10 የሚያገኘውን ኢኮኖሚ ለውጥ ወደታች ሆኗል።
The country's economy slow coached by at least 20 years because the railway station did not start working.
የነበረውን እድገት ወደ ኋላ ጎትቶታል ማለት ነው።
ኦልሞስት ኢትዮጵያ የኖርማል ፎርማል የሆነ ክፍያ አይደለም የፖርት ክፍያ ምናምን አይደለም
It is not just the port fee that is hurting Ethiopia's economy right now. If it is not possible to pick up the materials within the stipulated time, the port fee will be too high. This is hurting the country's economy. Ethiopia pays almost $1 billion a year.
Almost $1 billion የአሜሪካን ዶላር በዛ አመት የከፈለችው ያለምንም ሁኔታ
ከነዳጅ ጋር በተያያዘ ብቻ እስከ $5 ሚሊዮን ድረስ እናወጣለን በአመት
We spend up to $5 million a year for importing fuel alone. We only spend much money for one product. Even if we have our port, we cannot complete without fast and efficient transportation system. If we want to be competitive, we need to complete projects.
እነዚህ የተጀመሩትን በአግባቡ በውጤታማነት ማጠናቀቅ አዳዲሶችን መጀመርና መሰረተ ልማቱ ባልተዳረሰበት አካባቢም ፍትሃዊ በሆነ መንገድ ለዜጎች እንዲደርስ የማድረግ ስራ መሰራት አለበት።
The lack of a railway line that will fill the country's production gap has slowed Ethiopia's economic growth.
ምናልባት ባቡሩ ቢጀምር ትራንስፖርት የሚቀንስ ይመስለኛል
If the railway starts operation, transportation costs will be reduced. Merchants could also come quickly. Commodity prices will fall and we will have a good income.
እኛ በእውነት የባቡር አገልግሎት ባለማግኘታችን እጅና እግራችን ተይዞ ነው ያለው
We could not work with our full potential because we do not have railway service. The railway station is about 10 meters away from our company. If the train starts operation, we will be benefited greatly. The government has done a great job in building the line.
የበለጠ ተጠቃሚ በመሆናችን ይሄ ድል ቶሎ ስራ ቢጀምርልን ለፋብሪካችን ትልቅ እገዛ ነው መንግስት ያደረገው ማለት ነው የሚቻለው
በእኛ እንደምታዩት ከፓርካችን 500 ሜትር ላይ ነው የሚገኘው
As you can see, the railway station is 500 meters from the park. I urge the concerned bodies to work together to start the railway line.
የሚመለከታቸው አካል ተቀናይታችሁ የባቡር መስመሩን ከኮምቦልቻ ሃራ ወልዳዬ አዋሽ ድረስ ያለውን የባቡር መስመር ወደ ስራ አስገቡት ነው ብለው ነው
ይሄ 2 አመት ዘገየ ማለት
2 years delay means we have lost 2 years of profit from the railway line. The inefficient work of the railway has made the industrial park ineffective. Products from the park are transported by car. It caused other problems. One of the reasons why investors are not allowed to start work in the park is because investors want to transport imported machineries and raw materials by railway. Second, it would make them less competitive and less productive.
አሁን ምርት ላይ ያሉትም ተወዳዳሪ እንዳይሆኑ ያደርጋቸዋል ምርታቸውንም እንዳይጨምሩ ያደርጋቸዋል
The Awash-Kombolcha Waldia-Haragabaya Railway, which cost more than 50 billion birr, is hungered of power.
ይህ ፕሮጀክት ገና ከብድር ጀምሮ የፊዚቢሊቲ ስተዲ ለአበዳሪ አካል ስታቀርብ
Initially, when we present the feasibility study of the project, lenders asked like, what kind of railway will be made? It is walking by fuel or electric power. We also proposed to use electricity to reduce the country's fuel consumption. And then the Ethiopian electric power confirmed the letter to lenders in agreement with the electricity supplier. Finally, we gave the loan from lenders.
መረጃ ደብዳቤ የኃይል አቅርቦቱን ማቅረብ እንደሚችል አረጋገጠላቸው። በዚህ መሰረት ነው እንግዲህ ብድሩም ተገኝቶ ወደ ስራ የገባው።
እያንዳንዱ ዝርዝር ነገር ከጥናት በኋላ ነው የሚመለሰው።
Every detail will be returned after a study, but we have to provide electricity. Our company does not say, I will not provide electricity, but the necessary infrastructure must be provided. There is no infrastructure between the railway station and the electricity provider. So, the question is, who will build this infrastructure?
ስለዚህ ይሄን ለማቅረብ መሃል ላይ ኢንፍራስትራክቸሩ መዘርጋት አለበት።
Since the start of the project construction, the working relationship between the Ethiopian Railways and the electric power has been faded.
ያው የነበረን ግንኙነት በሌሎቹ ፕሮጀክቶች ቅርብ ስለነበረ
We have worked on various projects with Ethiopian electric power. For instance, we worked together on the Addis Ababa-Djibouti railway. Due to our experience, our relationship with Awash Kombolcha Woldia Haragabaya railway project has been deteriorated. When we first started the project, we have only made an agreement on the payment for the installation of power transmission poles, and we knew that Ethiopian electric power would supply the power. But recently, the institution said it is not my responsibility.
ባለቤትነቱን እስከ ቅርብ ድረስ የኢትዮጵያ ኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል እንደነበረ ነበር የምናውቀው።
በወቅቱ የነበረው የኢትዮጵያ ኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ለሁሉም ለባቡርም ሆነ ለኢንዱስትሪዎችም ሆነ በአጠቃላይ ለሀገሪቱ የሚያስፈልገውን የኤሌክትሪክ ኃይል ያቀርባል ተብሎ ነው የሚታሰበው የነበረው።
At the time, Ethiopian electric power was supposed to supply power to many projects and to the railway project. We were also working on various mega projects, including Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam project, and we were also doing expansion work. So, when planning industrial and railway projects, they had to include power costs, but they did not do this. The Ethiopian electric power is also facing budget shortages for the railway and other similar projects.
በእዳም መዘፈቅ የሚፈለገውን ውጤት እና የሚፈለገውን በጀት ለነዚህ ተቋማት ማድረስ ያልቻልንበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለው።
ኃይል አቅርቦት እኛን አይመለከትም የሚለው ነገር የመጣው ከትንሽ ጊዜ በኋላ ነው። ወይንም
Ethiopian electric power said it would not provide electricity when we said we had completed the project.
አቅጣጫውን ቀይሮ የመጣው
ከዚህ በፊት የኢትዮ ጅቡቲን መስመር ሙሉ በሙሉ ፋይናንስ የኤሌክትሪክ ግንባታውን እኛ ነን ያደረግነው።
Ethiopian electric power has previously covered the cost of power supply for the Ethio-Djibouti railway project. The power supply cost of Addis Ababa Light Railway project is also covered by us. Ethiopian electric power is still repaying the loans of those two projects. We worked hard, but it is beyond our capacity. We are not paying a lot of debt. In fact, the government has recently given us a relief on 50% of our 300 billion loan from Commercial Bank of Ethiopia. This is our domestic debt. We also owe a lot of money to foreign countries. As a result, we do not have the capacity to cover the power supply costs of development enterprise projects. So we left the cost of power supply for the railway project.
ከፍተኛ የሆነ የውጭ ብድርም አለብንና ብድሩን ለመክፈል አቅም የለንም። እንደገና ደግሞ ተጨማሪ ለሌሎች የልማት ድርጅቶች ተጨማሪ ደግሞ ግንባታ የነሱን ኢንቨስትመንት የምናሳካበት አቅምም ስለሌለ በዚህ ምክንያት ፋይናንስ ማድረጉን ትተናል ማለት ነው።
The dispute between the two institutions has damaged the country's economy. The delay also increased the cost of the project. Finally, the government was forced to intervene.
እከሌ ጥፋተኛ ነው እከሌ ትክክለኛ ነው ወደሚለውን ብይን መስጠቱና
Now it is not necessary to say this is guilty and this is right. This could not solve the problem. At the moment, we are not going into blame game. Therefore, we have reached an agreement after a discussion with the Prime Minister's Secretariat, and we have provided more than 850 million birr to Ethiopian electric power. There are other costs involved in the agreement. Accordingly, we are exchanging information on the activities of Ethiopian electric power.
ኢዩም የሚሰራውን ስራ በመናደርጋቸው የስልክ ልውውጥም የጋራ ስብሰባም እየተከታተልን እንገኛለን።
በሁለቱ ተቋማት ያለውን የፋይናንስ ችግር ለመቅረፍ
The Ministry of Finance has allocated a budget to resolve the dispute between the two institutions and cover the cost of the railway project. The ministry has donated $16.5 million and 173.5 million birr to the Ethiopian Railway. The Ethiopian Railways also contributed to the cost of the project, and then we have made contractors. We told constructors to finish it in less than a year. We are controlling them. They are doing designs and other preparations.
የሚያስፈልገውን ኃይል በአንድ አመት ባነሰ ጊዜ ውስጥ ጨርሰን አጠናቀን ወደ አገልግሎት እንደምናስገባ በዚህ አጋጣሚ ቃል መግባት ፈልጋለሁ።
Lack of coordination work for this poor country exposes to unwanted expenditure.
በእውነቱ ያው በቅንጅት ያለ መስራት ይሄንን ሀገር ብዙ ኪሳራ ውስጥ እየከተተ ነው።
To tell the truth, the lack of coordination work is costing the country. We need to learn from this and adjust our coordination for future investment and mega projects. We have not used this railway line for 2 years. It is a great loss to the country.
ለሱም ገቢ አጥቷል። በሀገርም በአጠቃላይ ደግሞ ከፍተኛ ኪሳራ ውስጥ ከቶናልና ይሄ በእውነቱ ወደፊት መስተካከል ያለበት መቀረፍ ያለበት ነው።
ይሄኛው መጉደል ነው፣ ሳይሰራ መቅረት ነው። ሌላኛው ደግሞ የተሰራውንም የማፍረስ እና ሌላ ወጪ።
This is when something is missing. We are not working in a coordinated manner. To address this, the Ethiopian Standards Council has issued a new standard. We did not have a national standard before. When this mandatory law is implemented, all infrastructure developers will have a coordinated plan.
ገንቢ ተቋማት በተቀናጀ ፕላን መመራት እንዲችሉ የሚያደርግ ነው።
Citizens have linked their dreams to the railway project, dreams of closing the door to poverty.
እንደምታይ ቸርቻሪ ነኝ።
I am a retailer. If the railway starts, I want to distribute commodities to Djibouti and promote Ethiopian products.
ፈልጋለሁ
ባቡሩ ስራ ቢጀምር
If the railway starts, I think it will create jobs for me and others. Professionals will have the opportunity to work on this project.
ነበር ማለት ነው።
ባቡር ማለት ህይወት ማለት ነው። ያመረስኳት ምርት ታቀላቤ የተረፈውን ለልጆቼም ሆነ ለራሴ ጥቅም
The railway is our hope. We will sell our products easily. As you can see, the train will pass through our backyard. So, we can send our products directly to Kombolcha and other areas.
ወደ አዲስ አበባም ሆነ ወደ ደሴ ወደ ኮምቦልቻ አቅርበን ለመሸጥ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። ይህን ያለው ህይወታችን ነው ማለት ነው። እስከ ዛሬ ድረስ በጉጉት ላይ እየጠበቅን ነው አሁንም ያለ ነው ማለት ነው።